Framborough back with Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. France campaign, legendary difficulty. Diderot-class battleships are called to action. The main Italian battle fleet has entered the Western Mediterranean. Even with the French Navy's superior quality, this concentration is simply too large to engage en masse. A detachment of Italian cruisers, however, quite strong in itself, has been sighted on convoy defense off Sardinia. Guillaume and Condorcet are in position to deal some damage. Meanwhile, we recently executed a devastating naval bombardment of Hamburg, despite having already received a German peace feeler. Is this enough? It is for the Germans, clearly. The uncertainty lies with our own government. We've recommended accepting the peace to the French president. Will he be satisfied with Hamburg? Or will our civilian leadership call for yet more German blood? Right, so we have one convoy battle remaining in August 1912. I do not remember if we are defending or attacking this convoy. Looks like we are attacking a 6-transport convoy that's being defended by, I don't know, about 30 ships. 30 warships for 6 transports. We're attacking it with a pretty big task force of our own. This task force right here, which has come from the North Atlantic, this is the task force which is involved in this battle. I don't quite know where the Italian ships are coming from. I'm looking around at all the various ports and all these task forces, and their compositions do not match up. So I don't see any task forces, Italian task forces, involved in this battle. Nor do I see ships in the various Italian West Med ports that could be pulled out for that battle, which leads me to believe that these ships, 9 heavy cruisers, 13, you can see them, must be getting pulled out of the Italian monster stack. I guess. I don't see where else those ships could be coming from, unless they're being pulled from the East Med somehow, which I don't see that either. Yeah. So that I find that interesting. That part of a stack can get pulled into a battle like this. We're engaging ships from the death stack, but not the entire death stack. That's actually kind of good news. I would like to whittle some of these ships out of the large Italian fleet, because right now, if you add all those up, that is 259 ships. Am I particularly concerned about fighting that? If I can get, my 10 or 12 dreadnought line together? No, I'm not. My computer is. It doesn't want to fight that. So yeah, whittling a few of these ships down would be nice. And we have an opportunity to do that. Generally speaking, and y'all saw what I did up here with Germany in an earlier episode. I'd like to kind of arrive at a state of affairs where this big stack is somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe 150, 160 ships. And then go after it like I did before, with maybe about 20-ish of my own. Keep the total ships in battle lower than 200. Say like 180 or so. Because I've seen now that that kind of battle is It's still pretty long, as we saw, but it's tolerable. So hopefully this convoy battle gets us a step closer to that. Without further ado, let's hop in. These are Diderot-class battleships here in this task force. With one Bouvine, some Caymans. Okay, we've just dropped to X5. So we're spotted. There's something close. I've got the destroyers out here in front for spotting. Here's the line back here. The two Diderots followed by the 4 cruisers. And I've got the light cruisers over here also out in front of the battle line. I don't remember the exact composition, but I think most of, not all, but most of the Italian light craft are TBs. I don't think they've actually got too many destroyers. They got a couple, I'm sure. So those TBs may not be quite as... their torpedoes may not range as far if they haven't been refit or recently built. Whoa, we just got popped down to X3? That means something is real close. And we haven't actually spotted... What's our meteorological condition? Oh... Morning, cloudy, moderate breeze, moderate waves. Okay, so not great for accuracy or spotting. And something is close enough for us to pop down to X3 without being seen. That smells like torpedoes materializing out of the mist. Here we go. It's the destroyers that have made contact. There's something just right here that we can't see. Probably torpedo boats for target signature. We may see their torpedoes before we see them. Okay, we're back out to, nope, X3 again. This is a bit of an issue. Let's bring the light cruisers back over this way. There we go. We got something spotted over here. Let's loop the battle line back over in this direction. Luckily, short torpedo ranges, yeah. Feel free to shoot at them, for goodness sake. Let's turn those off. Try to save those. Maybe have some torps available later for some cruisers. Did those two torpedoes just run into each other? It may have been just a coincidence, but no, that one's still running. You know, these destroyers may already have been at sea. I don't know if they got the upgrades. They did. Electro-Hydro 1 for turrets and Coincidence 3 rangefinder. These are refit Triumphants. Most recent refit, I should say. Okay, there's some smoke over here. That could be light cruisers. I think we could speed up a little bit. We're outside of torpedo range. I think I'm happy with the course that Guion is steadying up on. Okay, let's loop our DDs back. Okay, I think that's a decent heading for now for the light cruisers. Rear X3 again, something close. Oh, there we go. I think we already fired at this guy once. Moving pretty fast. We got something over here. Destroyer. I think it's too big to be a torpedo boat. May have already fired. So you don't know if that's a DD or a TV. 2 double launchers. Okay, well, something sank. Somewhere, uh-oh. Just put Glaive in a hard turn right now. Shoot torpedoes at this thing if you want. We're still reloading from earlier. Somebody hit this thing! There you go. I'm going to put torpedo avoidance on for ruse sake. Okay, Root takes some propulsion damage there. That compartment doesn't look wrecked though. She may regain it. She may. Oh, she's taking some flooding damage. Smoke up. Shit. I should have done that earlier. I think Rue's going down. That was off from gunfire too, I think. Was it? Yeah, that destroyer just shot her up. Amiraglio. Torps away. Glaive is out of torpedoes now. She doesn't appear to be maneuvering. We may get a hit here. Come on, Torps. Run, Torps, run. I think we're going to get a hit. No! Went right across her bow. Across her bow. Grazed it. Man, that was close. She didn't maneuver that much to avoid. I guess maneuvered just enough. Okay, there's some fire coming from over this way. Glav running over to, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm going to go with Glav. Glaive? I don't know. Well, there's a whole bunch of armored cruiser fire coming in on this destroyer. Okay, she's flooded out. All right, we're just one torpedo boat up here. And so far, our dreadnoughts aren't really a factor. And that's probably okay. Given that we're just kind of sparring with, the two screens. But I haven't seen any 12.9-inch fire coming down on any of these targets yet. As Condorcet hears me talking and says, "Oh yeah?" Boom. Okay. All right. Oh no, 11.9. These are 11.9 armed ships, so it could be a range thing. Come back over here and let's spot this thing. Okay, we're close enough to be spotted. There it is. Okay. Okay, so the main force is back over this way. Let's kind of get everybody headed that direction. Let's get these light cruisers turned around. Nope, here's another one. Torpedo boat, almost certainly. 0.9 kilometer torpedo range. And hard to spot. Goodness. She's like right here. I guess their strategy is we may only have a 0.9 kilometer torpedo range, but we're going to make you come that close to spot. All right, don't get too far away. Lose vision again. That. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait just a cotton picking minute. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. We've got TVs back here with the battle line. I hope they're TVs. That's a TV. Is this? As long as they're torpedo boats, I'm not that worried. If we get destroyers back here among these battleships and heavy cruisers, though, that's a TV. Okay. I think we should be okay here. I think we'll tear these up. Berea did not fire. Okay, torpedo in the water. See if torpedo avoidance will, if Fury will handle that. I don't think we need to tell these cruisers to fire at this TB back here, but I'm going to tell them to anyway. Flash fire. Question is Fury going to avoid this torpedo? Probably not. Centauro down. That was the other one. Dud! Ha-ha! Dud! Okay, we don't need this anymore. Oh, here's another contact back here. Torpedo boat. Let's get our secondaries firing on that torpedo boat. Well, screw it. Get everything firing at the torpedo boat, because what else you got to shoot at the moment? Okay, these have been neutralized. Ooh, battleship's putting out a lot of secondary hate on this TB. What's going on over here? That TB is sinking. I think that was Centauro. Let's get the cruisers going this way. Let's leave the cruisers over here and let's run Glaive down closer to the battle line. Yeah, it says CL question, but that's a TV over there. But there may be more back in here. Let's run our destroyer over there to have a look, see if there's anything else hiding back over in this direction. Okay, that TV's taken care of. All right. Making progress. We're kind of chewing through their screen. We know they've got a lot of cruisers, none of which have yet come into view. Oh, Sfax has slowed down a bit. Okay, let's just attach you. And what's your best speed? Probably. I don't think you're quite at a point where you need to disengage entirely. Well, maybe you are. None of this flooding is going to get dewatered. Entire aft end of the ship is destroyed. She's just not going to get speed back. I'm just going to tell her to retreat. I don't think she's really ineffective. Ship at the moment. There's no reason to keep her in the fray. Okay, so they've taken out one of our destroyers, and they have essentially rendered one of the light cruisers a mission kill. Italians aren't doing a terrible job here. They've I think they've lost one destroyer and probably four, perhaps perhaps 5 torpedo boats. There was at least one that was sunk that we never identified. Yeah, we've got cruisers over here that have us spotted and we don't have them spotted. And all the scouting ships are kind of out of position to quick. There we go. Okay. Glyve is coming back from the disengaged side, kind of doing her delousing run here in the rear. Let's slow this down a little bit, see what we got here. Yeah, these are cruisers. These are cruisers. And I believe the Diderots are going to eat them for lunch. Guion and Condorcet. I don't remember, what do I have on the Diderots? Do I have stereoscopic, or they have coincidence 1 range meters? I don't think these are the refit Diderots, though. Okay, destroyers coming up here. There's our light cruisers. We don't need them getting over here and into a crossfire situation. Let's bring them back over this way. It might be destroyers here. What is that? Nope, light cruiser. The cruiser here. Okay, there's one heavy cruiser down, or purported heavy cruiser, not sure. Burned up. Light cruiser, that one was identified. This one we think was a heavy, but I bet it was a light. Now we're working on this ship here. Boom. Okay, structural damage. 11.9s took care of them. Okay, shifted fire to this. Light cruiser. Okay, we've worked through some of their destroyers and torpedo boats. Now, looks like we've got... These are all light cruisers in here, it looks like. Yeah, kind of looking up here at the row on the top, unidentified, unspotted, unspotted, unspotted. There are 3 divisions of something not engaged. And because they're all the way to the left, these are the heavy cruisers. Probably 3 per division, or maybe, 4 and 2 and 2 or something like that. 4, 3, who knows? And these are probably light cruisers in here. For a second, I thought I saw smoke back here. There's some incoming fire right along here, so there's, yeah, there's gunfire coming from back in this direction. Torpedo incoming on Condorcet. Go ahead and let it go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to maneuver it any better than the AI on torpedo avoidance would. Maybe just hope for a dud. Oh, it kind of changed course. It may pass under her stern. Oh, I think Condorcet is going to be all right. That torpedo kind of veered off course. Light cruise is taking fire. Let's go ahead and let them smoke up. The heavy cruisers working on these guys over here. The whole battle line is pretty slow because the Diderots are slower battleships. They're not true dreadnoughts. 18 knot top speed. I've got this battle line at 15 knots. Which is pretty darn slow, even for 1912, I think. Yeah. Ely took a couple shots there. Okay. Castelladardo down. Need to work on Strahl and Sertori. Okay, we've got another contact here. I think that might be a heavy cruiser. Let's let the Dreadnoughts work on these while the heavy cruisers continue working on those two lights. And let's get this destroyer headed back over this way. Strahl down. Let's target Sertori. Let's make sure that's what No, I want you guys on this target here. Dreadnoughts can work on these heavy cruisers back here for now. Let's make sure this destroyer keeps these cruisers spotted. Speed this up a little. Okay, so Corey down. Bring the battle line kind of going over this way. Cruisers head over this way. Yeah, CA. Benedetta Breen. We'll pick her back up here momentarily. There she is. .1 kilometer torpedo range. And there's more light cruisers, possibly destroyers, back over this way. Alright, our turn. Keep them spotted. Still a lot of ships in here. Sounded like a flash fire. I didn't quite catch the message. Yeah, flash fire. I see it scrolling off the bottom of the feed here. Okay, those guys are all getting spotted now. Let's have these guys smoke up. Slow that down a little bit. Let's get these light cruisers turned around a little bit. Let's go ahead and break these let's break these heavies off. Let's bring them up in speed. It's going to take them a second before they'll respond to not being in follow mode anymore. Let's bring these heavy cruisers up a little closer. There we go. Coming up from this direction. Destroyers have these heavies spotted again over here. Well, looks like I turned blade at just the right time. We still got a torpedo boat here. Didn't really mean to do that. Picking up these light cruisers again. Got more ships a little bit closer to them this time. Try something a little different. Let's just put Glaive in a continuous turn, hard left turn, hard right turn. Kind of keep her here just within spotting range. She'll be very difficult to hit with both gunfire and torpedoes. Up the light cruisers. Healy took, Healy's taking some smacks there. Still doing okay. Let's just move Glaive a little bit over this way. Okay, there's a CL down. Eugenio de Savoia. Ammo detonation on this CL. Toronto. Let it out. DD landed a pretty good pop on that light cruiser. Muzio down. Okay, and that's lessening the volume of fire coming in on these light cruisers. That's good. They're still doing okay. Easily hasn't taken enough damage to get summarily dismissed as the division leader, as usually happens. Isn't taking any fire, so I'm just going to save her smoke for if and when she does. Flash fire. I think Urania is going to survive that. Chain flash fires, or flash fires. Man, when those early hull light cruisers start flash firing, it just chains all the way through the ship. Because they have so many main armament designated mounts that aren't very well protected. It's just kind of the nature of the hulls. The heavy cruisers reoriented this way. Make a slight course change for the Diderot-class. Okay, we've still got a lot more contacts over here. We need to go smoke up. You're taking fire. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, Dud! Here, just go and do your circle thing right here. Okay, we've landed 1,000 hits for 130,000 damage. Lots of damage coming from the 11.9s, but look at those 3.9 inch. 65,000. Just kind of circling back here, helping keep all these guys in vision. That's fine. She can't shoot herself with that kind of turn, but she's practically out of ammunition anyway. She's got a little bit of HE left. Light cruisers are out of AP ammo, but they've still got plenty of HE left. Completely out of ammunition. Completely. So her one and only job is spotting now, which has been her primary job all along anyway. Heavy cruisers are kind of turning into the forefront of the fight here, which is fine. What do we have anyway? We've got a Cayman, 2 Caymans, 1 Bouvine, 3 Caymans, and a Bouvine. And the Bouvine is third in line, but right here. Cayman, Cayman, Bouvine, Cayman. Yeah, we got a lot of contacts again. That torpedo boat is still in here. Okay, let's loop around. Okay. Dreadnoughts working on this cruiser here. Course seems fine. This guy's course seems fine. Kine's taking a little bit of fire there, Edgar. But cruisers are okay where they are and where they're going. TB still has 3 torpedoes. Let's not come within torpedo range of her. It ought to be fine. Come back over here, make sure, okay, Urania down. And our cruisers are shooting at a torpedo boat. Okay. Okay, Dreadnoughts, y'all ought to be doing a better job against these guys, really. I ain't lying. They are firing. 0.9 is all on reload, and they're within 3.9 range. Looks like we need to probably make a course change here with, yeah, let's get the CA line kind of headed over this way. Light cruisers. Just say how you're going for now. If I turn them now, they're just going to get all tangled up with the heavies. Zip the DD through here. Spotting purposes. Taking fire at the moment. Raimondo, flooded out. Kind of nice fighting ships that have names, even if some of them are a little bit of a pronunciation quiz. Just zip you on through here. Run at high speed around the group. People spotted. I'm drawing a lot of fire though, which is fine, which is good. Cayo Murillo taking a lot of fire here. Cayo Mario. Sure that would be. Oh, we got more heavy cruisers over here. Lights. Yeah, okay, yeah. Now turn. I left them go in that direction too long. They are getting low on ammunition. Benedetto, flooded out. How's our cruisers doing on ammo? Oh, they've still got plenty. Plenty. Yeah, we don't have ammo. Our smaller ships have ammo issues. CAs and BBs do not. Why is our CAs all kind of balled up? Oh, because Edgar has taken enough damage that he's lost the division lead, so now they're all kind of getting themselves, yeah. The Bouvin is now the division leader. Shoot at these closer ones, guys. I'm going to go ahead and take Edgar and detach him. What I did. Where is he? There we go. Let's go ahead and disengage. Let's clean these guys up over here, guys. Closer. Better accuracy. More guns to bear. Lost track of where my... completely lost track of where the destroyer was. And where's our two light cruisers? Oh, that's okay. Why is everybody shooting at the farthest target? Remember this guy close. See it just about gone. Gorizia down. Okay, Giuseppe next. Sanita just about gone. Sanita gone. Just to help finish off this cruiser. Gone. Okay, now everybody can shoot at Ruggiero. Having a pretty rough time of it. 3.9 inch, 83,000 damage. And that's, yeah, like I said before, that's primarily due to we just got a lot of 3.9 inch guns throughout this task force. Sunk. Still a few little unspotted ships. Be interested to see which ship did the most damage in this battle. I bet it's one of these heavy cruisers. Come on, guys. Even though I did a refit on the Diderot, a pretty expensive one, and I've refit 2 of them. I think time has passed them by. Got a new Dreadnought design opportunity coming up with a better turret layout, turbine engines, better rangefinder, and I believe that class is going to replace the Diderot-class. Okay. There's still a couple of unspotted ships, but I think that will do. I think we've stripped a few ships away from that death stack. We'll see when we come out of here. We'll compare and see if those were subtracted from that particular task force. Wasn't completely without cost. Heavy cruisers got banged up a little bit. One of the light cruisers had to retire from the battle, and we lost a destroyer. So, you know, war is hell. Okay, almost 5,000 victory points. Looks like 3. Three heavy cruisers. I didn't realize there were still that many. I might have hunted those last 10 minutes. Got all of the lights, it looks like. Got all 3 destroyers. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 torpedo boats survived. Not surprising because of how small they are with the conditions. And man, I mean, it was like a 1 to 1... Not as far as 1.5. 1.5 kilometers was too far away. Maybe 1.2, 1.3 kilometers spotting range on those guys. They could have been zipping around pretty close and just wouldn't have seen them. Will this sort by damage stuff? No. It does. Okay. Yeah. Kiryu. Actually, the top 3 damage dealers were heavy cruisers. And all 3 of them Caymans, no less. Interesting. Followed by the 2 light cruisers, including one that retired early from the battle. No, it was another light cruiser. Spax retired early. So these 2 stayed in division the entire time. Even the No, never mind. Never mind. These things aren't sorting in order. Yeah, they're not sorting in order. Condorcet did more damage than any of these other ships did, so disregard. Disregard. Yeah, the dreadnoughts, the battleships, they're not dreadnoughts. They did a fine job. Yeah, light damage to quite a few of our ships, medium damage to a light cruiser and a heavy cruiser, and of course the destroyer lost. And worth noting, all of these ships are returning to the North Atlantic for their repairs. But it's where they came from. And then the laundry list of that we can't see because of the there we go. Pretty good smack put on the Italian Navy there, which we need. A little bit of crew recovery. Yes, indeed. These numbers are lower. These numbers are lower. Those ships did come from this death stack. So it was a 259 ship task force. Now it is a 229 ship. So we got some more work to do before we're ready to go put our battle line up against them. I mentioned, yeah, we got a new battleship Dreadnought design coming up, and this is what we're waiting for right here. The two superimposed tech, and that is coming in 1 month. So we'll get that next month. And let's go ahead and advance 1 month. I'm not going to fight any more battles because that was a pretty long one. But let's just see if our government agrees with the naval recommendation to end the war with Germany. And indeed they have. Peace signed between France and Germany. Do I want Heligoland? I don't think I do. All that's going to mean is that is another sea region in which we have a presence with one very small port and therefore a place for our merchants to be vulnerable. It's a liability. The upside would be it's another region, and even though it's small, it should add to our GDP. And then in the North Sea, well, the two relevant countries there are Germany and Britain, both of whom have been knocked down to about the same size of fleet and long term are going to have a very hard time manning a huge naval expansion. Which, oh, by the way, may not be a bad argument for go ahead and taking some of Germany's ships. There's actually a pretty big question there. But let's just say Brandenburg has got an 800-man crew. If I take Brandenburg, does that free up 800 crew for Germany's manpower pool? Right? We get the ship, but their crew, would come off the ship and go right back. They're still in the German Navy, right? Therefore, by taking ships, we may actually be helping them. No, I don't think I'm going to take any ships because I'm not 100% sure what happens to the crews. If they get to keep the sailors, I'm actually helping them. So I don't want to take that chance. Let the German Navy have the opportunity to make the mistake of keeping them instead of scrapping them. I think if we had to fight Britain or Germany again, and we probably will have to at some point, I think we'd be able to handle getting ships up into the North Sea to protect commerce. So I'm going to go ahead and take it. There'll be a few more, we can put some destroyers there or something. And that leaves us 400 more million for our naval budget, which will just about double it. That's almost exactly doubling what we have now. So that's a good outcome. Let's do this. And there's our gun layout. Okay, well, we lost a couple transports in the East Med, but they lost 7. So that's fine. Oh, wow. There was a big string of battles over here. Apparently, those must all have been with Germany because now they've disappeared. Well, I think that will do for this episode. Plans, just general plans for the next episode. We'll be designing our next class of Dreadnought battleship, which will take a while to build, right? I don't think those are going to be complete in time to participate in this particular Franco-Italian war rate. If you like what we're doing with the channel, if you like this content, then leave a like, leave a comment, maybe even subscribe. And I'm just now noticing this. What is up with this right here? What's up with that? So somehow this display is getting combined together with earlier wars that Italy has fought. Or maybe it's just the total VP that these countries have garnered throughout the campaign, regardless of who they fought. This obviously is not the VP balance between these two nations, either for this war in particular or combined between the two wars that France and Italy have fought. This is the VP total for the war currently ongoing here. 14.9 thousand versus 700. In any case, thank you very, very much for watching. I appreciate it.